Hey y'all, hey everybody. Good evening. It's Talia, your creative confidence mentor. Come on in. If you're coming in, say hi. Um, we're a little late again. um, so I found out that now that StreamYard is working and allowing me to broadcast to the group, um, I have to come on 10 minutes early. Hey, look who's here. Caleb and Izzy made it. Awesome. So right now I'm actually preparing the canvas. I've got the tape on the back and I'm just putting the thumbtacks on. Lady Jen, I'm glad that you got them on here. This is going to be fun. So, whoops, let me fix this real quick. I've got a different setup today, so hopefully you guys will be able to see more. There we go. So I've got my tape on the back of the canvas, that way it'll keep it nice and neat. Once the paint is poured, it won't cover those areas. And tonight we're going to be recreating this painting here. So we've got a lot of orange, some red, or mostly red, I think, some orange, yellow, and the glitter is a silver and gold. You see that? So like I mentioned before, there was a time when I didn't know about the acrylic pour painting, that or that there were paint already pre-mixed for this stuff. So what I was doing is I was using these regular type bottles of acrylic paint. That's just acrylic paint itself. These have acrylic paint with a pour medium that make it thinner, and that's what makes it easy for us to dump the paint onto the canvas and then to tilt it and move it around. So before I knew about this paint, I was actually using just a regular acrylic paint, and I was squirting it on the canvas, and I was using a straw, and I was blowing my hardest to make it move. And so that's how I got the entire canvas covered. But as you can imagine, one straw and thick paint, it took a really long time. So tonight we shouldn't be taking this long, but I do have the paint here again. I didn't go out and get any extra paint. I'm using what I have, so we're going to use the colors that were in the painting. I've got red here, I've got white, and I've got gold. Actually, I've got a lot of gold, so this might be more gold with some red in it. I also have this container of black glitter. So this is acrylic pour paint with black glitter in it. So I'm going to add a trace of that in there. And I've got my mixing cups. I'm reusing one from another painting, so you see where the paint has dried. It looks a little crazy. Actually, it looks neat. It's kind of blue in the bottom, right? Blue at the bottom and black on the side. So what we do first, is we're going to fill our cup. So I have a 12 by 12 canvas here, and I'm not too sure about the size of this little solo cup, but it's smaller than the standard, what is it, 24 usually, or 20. So this might be 12 ounces maybe. But what we're going to do is I'm going to fill it up at least to here, 3/4. So I'm hoping that these paint will be able to get us to here. If not, we'll add some extra gold, which I have, and some more white. But here we go. I'm actually going to start with the gold because that's what we have more of. How's your evening going? Talk to me while I pour the paint. Let me know how your weekend is going so far. Are you enjoying it? Any exciting news from the past week? We're 1 week closer to Christmas. For those of us looking forward to Christmas or who like Christmas, we are 1 week closer. All right, so I'm adding some white on there. Actually, I'm going to add a generous amount of white. And some red, of course. My bottles are already upside down because I have less paint in them, and it makes it easier to pour it out. I have a booger coming out. So sometimes the paint can clump and it looks like a booger. So we get it out before it gets onto the painting. I forgot paper towels. I knew I was supposed to grab paper towels. All right, here's some black glitter. Oops. Maybe there. I'm gonna add some more white. And that's all I'm doing is I'm just layering the same colors on top of each other, taking turns until I fill up this cup. And then at that point, we'll be flipping it over to cover the canvas. Izzy. Hi, Izzy. Okay. I'm gonna flip that over for next time. Nothing special yet. Nothing crazy looking. Gold, some more red. Maybe a little more black glitter. Do you guys see any of your favorite colors in this? With the it's kind of like an orange red scheme color. At least the original painting. So if anybody's just joining in, that's good to hear, Izzy. I'm happy that your weekend's going good. If anybody's just joining, this is the painting that we're kind of recreating. I'm using the colors that I do have, which are gold, red. I've got a little bit of black glitter and some white. So that's what we're using right now. I'm gonna put some more gold. I like the gold and the red mixing together. So it might be a little more gold in this one that we're doing tonight. But I think it's gonna look really cool with the red. Maybe should I put a little bit of black? I'm gonna put a little bit of black just to see what it looks like. Gold. We're almost there. About right here. So put a little bit of glitter. Okay. Whoops. And the rest of this red. Okay. I'm gonna save this for the end. I'm gonna do a splatter. Remind me after I poured it out, if I forget, remind me that we're gonna do a splatter with the red. Okay. All right, you guys, you ready? The gold, yeah, the gold's gonna look really neat. Are you guys ready for this? I'm gonna flip it. We're gonna get to see all this gold everywhere. Here we go. So I see already, I don't know if you can see this gold. Oh, it's gonna look so cool. Let's see if I can move this. Oh, we're gonna make the cup travel. Just spread the paint that way, little cup. Go that way, you little cup. And take the paint with you. This is neat. Okay, you need some air. And there we go. And come this way maybe a little bit. This is cool. Look at these colors. So it may not look like the galaxy, but it looks really, really cool. I think this is the best part of acrylic pour painting, is watching the painting reveal itself to you. Look at the gold, Izzy. So that's gonna dry. I'll leave that there. Not sure if you guys can see, but there's some little sails in here. So they're like little circles all throughout the painting. This is so cool. So now we're just gonna go ahead and spread it out. Make sure it covers the entire canvas. And I'm kind of going in a circle to keep that same pattern a little bit. Hey, what planet has all of the stripes on it? What planet does this look like? I think this is going to look more like a planet than it will a galaxy. Which I'm not mad at. And I don't know if I'm going to go back and splatter some red on this. This looks cool the way it is. But it could use some more red. Can you see? Okay, good. Make sure that you can see. I'm going to come down and get this corner. All right, and then now I'm going to come over to this corner. Yeah, half a cup of paint was just enough for this canvas. It's not too much. Mars. Yeah, I was gonna say that, but it's been a long time since I've even studied the planets that I didn't want to look silly. I think Mercury is another red planet, right? But that's super red. I'm just spreading some of the paint that has already dripped to the corner here. So I'm just helping my paint move down to the edges. It kind of looks like a strawberry and whipped cream. You know how they mix? That's what this color is starting to look like down here with the pink. Oh my God, you guys, this is awesome. Do you see this? I mean, I know you see it, but do you see this? This is so cool. Okay, so I've got that side covered. Let's make sure this is covered as well. Going good. And then once I set it down, the painting is just gonna continue dripping. Let me see, where can I get this so you can see what I see. This black smear, it looks so cool. That's just a little bit. You guys remember you saw me pour just a little bit of the black in there? So that's that right there. The gold is, there's a piece right there. Whoops, I just dripped on the painting. And that's gonna make a pattern right there. But there's gold over here. There's gold in here. And there's like a lightning type streak going across over here with the gold, and then up here. So I don't know if you're able to see that with the view and the lighting. I need to get this right. But this is what it's looking like so far. I like it. So I still gotta get it to come down a little bit more in this corner. As far as adding glitter, let's see. Do I have red? I do have red. I have red and gold, so we might add some glitter on here. Once I get this covered in the bottom corner, I'm gonna go off camera for a moment so I can grab the glitter. Do you see that? come down here. There we go. That's good. Wow, this is really neat. It almost looks like a rock formation. Now you have the crystals and stuff that have the different colors. Okay, yeah, the red splatter. Where am I gonna do it? I see like a big open area over here where we don't have much of that, because I don't want to interrupt this right here. This is all our colors. Like they're all represented here. There's even a little piece here of the black glitter. So if you're not following me, be sure to follow me on Instagram. My handle is Nastacio TL. I'm gonna get some close-up pictures of this because this is pretty cool. Yeah, it's so crazy. All right, I'm gonna step out of the camera for a moment. I'm gonna grab the glitter and I'm gonna remember to come back and do the red splatter. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, got messy fingers, but I should have grabbed some paper towels while I was up. So let's see. Oh, the splatter. I want to do this. My hands, you guys, my hands. Actually, I should leave that. One cool thing about having this plastic down when I paint is that when you see the splatters, when you see the splatters here, they actually dry pretty cool. So once they dry, I can peel it and then use it on something else, or like place it on something else. Okay, I'm gonna let my hands dry because I can't get that off. But let me go ahead and get this here. Yeah, I think I'll do a splatter over here. And we'll see how that mixes in. I'm scared. Okay, there we go. I gotta remember to stay on that side of the canvas. Okay, there we go. I think that's as much as I can get out of it. Now I just gotta go and get the air bubbles now. So we've got splatters. Can you see? Let me scoot this over just a little bit. There we go. So those splatters are also going to create their own little pattern here as they blend in with the rest of the painting. Or what I can do is I can also use a popsicle stick and just pull out from there. Oh, sorry, hold on a second. Let me turn this around. And one more time. There we go. Now you can see. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm actually putting the popsicle stick right in the middle of the red. And I'm just going to pull it out. See that? Doesn't matter which direction. And then that's all going to pour into or mix together because the paint is still wet. And it'll look like everything was done at the same time. As opposed to it looking like this paint just splattered on top of it. You can also use the straw method here. Or your mouth, like to blow it out If you focus, once you get used to this, you'll be able to focus and know where you're blowing. But like me, if you learned how, or you could just blow it and see where it goes onto the painting, and then you direct your your breath and where to blow it, and then push it. So basically, you get to find out where it's going, and then you can push the paint where you want it to go. Got some here. And if you ever get paint where you don't want it, and you have enough to cover it, what I do is I'll just poke a stick in like that until you've got the main color around it to blend in together. So depending on how big the splatter is, you may be able to blend it in with the rest of it. Or like I do sometimes, you can actually splatter with the same paint that you just dripped off from your painting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up some of the paint that already dripped off, and I'm going to put it within some of these red dots and see how those mesh together. It's really just playing around that I started doing. Like, you know, I was just playing around and I seen that the paint mixes together even after I'm done pouring it. So it's all up to you on when you want to stop and how much you want to tweak your painting or play around with it after you've already poured the paint. So now if I can bring it closer to you, you see how it kind of looks like it splattered from that one point. There you go. But yeah, it looks pretty awesome. I like how it's coming out. I am gonna do that on the way I just blew that one, I'm gonna do the same with these other ones. They kind of look like what are they called? Bullet holes. If you ever see like a splatter, you know, they showed, you'll see like those stickers. Ooh, and doing that actually revealed some of the that black glitter. So it looks like the black glitter, or the paint with the black glitter, sank to the bottom of the canvas. So doing this is kind of revealing that a little bit. This is cool. This side kind of looks like a Halloween theme with the red spraying out like blood. And then that's like Mars on that side. Oh, wow. That was huge. Okay, I think I'm good with that. That has been enough. Now let's see if I can open up these glitter containers with my sticky hands. All right, here's red. I'm just gonna grab a paintbrush. The paintbrush is dry, and it's more so just to get some glitter. Pick it up for me. I would usually use my my hand or my fingers, but they're pretty sticky right now. So that's the reason why I'm using the tip of the paintbrush to grab the glitter for me, and just tapping and letting the glitter fall on the red places. So where it's already painted red, I'm just adding a little glitter there to make it look fancy. Where else should I put some red? I think adding the splatters was really cool. I like how this looks. And thanks for reminding me, Izzy. think I'm good with, whoops, I almost put that in the paint. That would have been bad. Okay. So this is gonna look crazy, but I'm just gonna let the paint peel off my fingers real quick. Now that it's kind of dried off. All right. Go. And now I'm gonna put some gold. The gold, there's several places where we can highlight. Let's see, get this red off. Okay. It's a dry paintbrush. I'm just dipping it in to grab the glitter. And release to drop it. So I'm really just following where the gold already is on the painting, and then just letting it kind of splatter or fall. The closer I am, if I want it to a particular area, I come down closer to the canvas just to make sure that it's dropping only in that spot. If it's a larger area, then I move away from the canvas. That way it'll splatter everywhere or like fall everywhere and be a little more scattered. Like over here, I'm just gonna do. Oops, I need some more. I think that's good. I'm gonna put some more over here. Okay, I better stop before I get carried away. Okay. I got my crazy paint covered fingers. But if you can see, this is what it looks like. Here, let me bring it closer. Do you see? That's pretty awesome. And we made it with just half a cup of paint. That's really what we used. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I did. I always do. Do you guys have any questions? Did you see something that maybe I did and didn't explain? Or I don't know. Yeah. Next week, gonna carry on with this. So this is part of a series. As far as I'm just recreating the paintings that I did a couple years ago before I knew about the acrylic pour painting. So you can see that they are definitely not similar, but it was inspired by this from a set. Again, because this was before I knew about acrylic pour painting. So can you see how much of a difference it was for me to take this cup of paint, to dump it, and then to spread it around and create other things on it? Whereas this one, I was like, let me squirt the paint and then blow on it, and then blow on it some more, and then blow on it some more. So this took a really long time. And this was a whole lot more fun. But I enjoy being able to recreate this with you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So I'm going to leave it alone. If I keep tilting it, the paint's going to start going down that way. So I'm going to leave it alone now. And usually when I set up the painting, do all of that, and then I pour it, or like I pour the paint and I show you guys that it's good. Usually I will keep working. Sometimes I'll, you know, what you guys saw me do with doing splatters on one side or adding glitter in different places. Sometimes I will do that on some of the paintings afterwards. So you guys got to see everything after this. So I'm just gonna let it dry. It usually takes about maybe overnight. I just let it sit here overnight, and then in the morning I'm gonna come in, look at it, and be fascinated all over again as if I didn't just watch this all happen. So that's my favorite part, is waking up in the morning and coming in here to see what it looks like once it's dry. Some of the colors change just a little bit. The pigment can either get darker or like this red over here where we did the splatter, it's a little bit thinner. So as you can see in the bottle itself, you see how you can kind of see through it, even though it's got the paint around the bottle. So I'm expecting that to be a little transparent in those areas. And I like it because down here, like I mentioned, that black glitter, it started to show through once I blew on it. So that's going to be pretty cool to see what it looks like once it dries. And like I mentioned, if you aren't already, follow me on Instagram. My handle is Nastacio TL. And if you are already following me, then just keep an eye out. I'm going to put some pictures on here once they dry. So maybe tomorrow morning. But to get it all the way dry, I'm going to wait maybe 2 or 3 days. And we'll know for sure its true color and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. I think you'll like this if you like red and gold, because those two colors are really showing through. I like that we used gold as the main color, because even though you don't see it as like dominant color like the red is, I like how the red is more so coming up. But the gold, it's got a shimmer here and there, and it's kind of like a highlight. So it's gonna look cool. I'm happy about this painting. But yeah, that's it, you guys. That's all I have for you. Again, I enjoy hanging out with you guys, so come back again next week. Same place, same time, Saturday, 8 p.m. Both places in the group, the the Creative Confidence group, and on YouTube. So I'll see you here next week. Enjoy the rest of your evening, you guys. Have a good night. Bye.